Yo, what up people, it's your boy the Lav King coming at you with a quick video. And in this video I just want to talk about the small improvements that NBA Live can do with their play calling system. I've been playing a lot of Madden this year, I've been playing a lot of 2K this year, and you know, one thing that gets me continually playing the game is the play calling system. Like, I've never really went in depth with Madden until this year. There hasn't been an NBA Live out this year, so I've actually had time to sit down and, you know, go more in depth with the controls, go more in depth with the play calling system. And I never understood, like I was thinking, I'm like, how come basketball games haven't adopted this concept, especially for timeout situations? So basically in Madden, I have it up in practice mode right now. So this is the play that I'm running. I can't remember the name of the play, but this is what I'm running now. I have the icons on the screen on where each player is going. So in basketball games, they actually have this concept. So where's your player gonna go? Where's your player at now? Where's he gonna go by the end of the play, right? So you pretty much basically, it's the same concept, all right? So, but the thing about Madden is that you can actually either change, you can audible this play. So if I don't like when I'm running, I can pretty much change where players go, right? Basketball is the same way. So you can run a 5 out, you can run 3-2 high, you can run a triangle. Every player has different options. I think the problem with basketball games is that it's too automated. You can run a certain play, and at times you know where the player is gonna go, but at times it's like you don't have a lot of control on, you know, adjusting those plays. So I like slants middle. I'm gonna audible that. I'm gonna change the hot route of M. Jones to streak, and he's not gonna go. So everyone is gonna be going towards the left side of the field. So I'm gonna hike it. Oh, I don't know why I picked the Lions, man. Their offensive line is trash. But you get what I'm saying, right? So I'm gonna run the play again, see what the options are. And yeah, I've just never understood why they never applied this concept to basketball games. I have a list here. I'm gonna put it on the screen in post after I'm done this this live stream, in a sense. So basically for NBA Live, I would like them to keep the D-pad controls, the tap and the double taps, adopt Madden's customized routes, which I just showed you, drag curl routes, etc., etc. But keep the feature simple. So if you want a guy to cut to the basket, or you want him to fade out all the time, you should be able to give him those instructions in the timeout. Allow users to have 4 main play call sets plus the quick play options, but allow users to change those schemes during timeouts. Allow users to customize single tap D-pad control options and add whatever play they want in there during the game only. So you'll have like a certain set of plays that's already there. You should be able to change them. That's something that I've always wanted, like be able to customize whatever comes up. 2K actually implemented that, and it's actually a great tool. If they can actually get you to customize that during timeouts and stuff like that, like add another layer of code there, it would definitely help improve the game, because a lot of the times you have to pause the game in order to do those changes, and that's where the game gets really annoying. So that's something that they should think about for NBA Live. The weapon wheel that they have now, it's good, but when you're using the right stick to flick to a certain player, it's actually affecting the dribble system as well. So you're doing 2 things at once, and it might get you out of position on what you're supposed to be doing. So, and if you want to access the full playbook, it's a lot more button pressing. So the less button pressing to get to where you need to be out there, or being able to help you execute what you want to do out there is the best way, because these games are real fast, right? So you don't want to be sitting there flipping through a lot of pages and the defense is just up on you and stealing the ball and going down for another basket, right? So more unit interface solutions would be the best options. So, but applying Madden's control scheme would actually help the offline, not the offline, but would actually help the the play calling for offline play too. Double tap options should stay the same, since you can select who you want to control off the ball. Adopting Madden's play call control can be good for after timeouts. Basically, create a play function, design plays calling for different players, and modifying current plays. So after a timeout, if you've been running 5 out or 3 too high or whatever, and the schemes in that play has not been working at the default level, you should be able to do what I'm doing in Madden right now and just switching up where players are going. Because doing that on the fly would be hard to do, because it's easy in Madden because the play hasn't started yet, right? You have 20 seconds to see what's out there. You have 20 seconds to make adjustments and try to move up the field. Basketball, the game is a constant flow all the time. So this would be something that would help players be more effective. It would actually allow people to call more timeouts in the game. It might even get the CPU to call more timeouts in the game. And a lot of people like sim, a lot of people like arcade. So the snappier this is, the better it would be for players who want to improve their skills out there. I've been watching a lot of Madden tournaments, and you cannot. Oh, how you drop that? I'm watching the Madden tournament, and you cannot cheese in these Madden tournaments. You have to know, you have to have the bag, your go-to plays. You have to know what the player is, your opponent is doing. It's such a great chess match watching these players play, and it's kind of like what I want for NBA Live, because the competitive scene in these video games is not just, okay, I'm gonna get a 99 overall and I'm going to pretty much dominate you using this one player. It's not like that. Like, you can still use that same concept, but you can't. In Madden, you have to always make adjustments, right? And that's the thing about NBA Live. You don't really need to call complex plays in NBA Live. They don't have a lot of complex plays in general. It's a lot of quick plays, but you can literally run the same thing over and over again in NBA Live and be satisfied. And where EA needs to go with their game is that, you have your casuals, and you have your mid-tier players, and then you have your super competitive players. A lot of people want to play head-to-head online, and to me, I feel that there's not really a lot of chess matching going on online, because if you play online, some of these guys, they run 5 out, they run on defense, they will run a zone, just to try to keep you outside the middle. So you should be able to have options to counter all those things, right? It's not hard to do, because I used to do it all the time online, especially when this guy was running zone. He tried to cheese with LeBron, and he was running zone defense. And like I saw what he was doing. I went down a couple of times to see if he was going to switch it up, and he didn't. So I do what I do, and I made my adjustments and pretty much forced him to get out of that zone. And he still lost. He lost by like 25 or something like that. And things like this, if players had access to it, it would actually make them a better player, right? A lot of people in 2K they had to nerf the 5 out in 2K, because they actually had to take out the 5 out because there was really no counter for it. And you shouldn't be able to do that, right? You should be able to let them run whatever they want to run, and you should be able to, do your thing. And throw it down. There we go. You should be able to run what you want to run, because sports games in general is just a clash of styles, and that's something that I always stated, is that whoever can implement their style of play throughout the game the most is always going to be the successful player or the successful team. So I don't know if there's anything else I was supposed to bring up. I don't know if I said it before, but I think the main difference between Live and 2K is that 2K has a lot of complex plays, but NBA Live, it's actually a lot easier to do the quick plays. So 2K, you have easier access to complex plays. NBA Live is much better to do the simplified plays. I think that's where the difference is, and I prefer Live's controls more, but just getting to their full playbook is annoying. So better user interface to get to play calling, maybe giving users more control of what they want to call while you're on the fly, because FIFA is another game that does it very well. You can change your formation on the fly, you can tell players what to do on the fly. Everything that these games should be going to is improving on the fly play calling, and I truly believe that. Watching these Madden tournaments, they actually got me believing that too, and I just want to see NBA Live make that leap, because a lot of people, they don't respect Live and they feel that it's not basketball. You don't need an IQ to play it. Something like this, you definitely should be able to throw that in the middle. There we go. Oh shit, get that. Yeah, something like this would actually help people be more skilled at the game. Balance, of course, more people play online, you can find out what people are exploiting, what they're not exploiting, what's working, what's not working, and oh, he dropped that. And just make the game more challenging and more fun, right? A lot of people like to use their strategy-based sacked. I don't like the Lions, man. Anyways, I forgot what I was really gonna say after that, but I forgot what I was gonna say after that. But what do you guys think about this concept of NBA Live implementing a Madden type play calling system? Leave a comment down below, and we always have a conversation in the comments. I'm always active on here, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Alright, I'm out. Peace.
I got a confession. I possess the God particle, lock me up for possession. Your relationship with God should be great for proper protection. If I am to show and prove, ain't no need to ask me no question. If segregation real, you should probably stay in your section.